you are back with another craft beer review with the Kissing Cousins. You know, one of these times we're actually going to have to kiss, right? We should just keep teasing it. We'll make that. We're going to cut this part out, but we'll be like, eventually we'll kiss. It's up to you to find out what video it is. And we promise you it might be at the beginning, it might be at the end. That's a promise.
You gotta watch them all.
I'm Skinny Jeans.
I'm Ted the Tank.
You guys have been great. Facebook has been terrible. Instagram's been popping. So check us out on all of that crap. Facebook off the tap, Instagram off the tap 2018. Make sure you guys go check out our IGTV because for some reason that's where everybody's at and that's where we post the most content possible. We got all sorts of different beers that we drink aside from reviewing. So if you're like, hey, what the hell is Ted the Tank drinking? Well, go check it out.
You're about to see a photo like this pretty soon.
Oh, boy.
Man cleavage.
If you want to see what Skinny Jeans is drinking, check it out. The main man over here, Austin, Marty Ice. If you want to see what they got going on, everyone's posting all the beers that we drink on there. Our IGTV is probably my favorite thing because you can have different TV series on there. So we've got our craft beer reviews, we've got our craft beer cocktails, and our craft beer foods. Not always posting except for the reviews, but we do some pretty fun stuff with the rest of the crap.
Yeah, I mean, our email too is like really important right now.
Email is really important, but before you do that, check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Untapp'd. Those are all both a work in progress. Twitter, we understand, isn't the greatest for the craft beer community, but Untapp'd, we're working on getting all of our reviews up so that you guys can be like, oh, they did Odell Sippin' Pretty. What did they think about that?
Garbage!
I want to know what those guys... No,
I like it. I'm kidding. I
think we both liked it.
Nah, we didn't like it. It was one of those beers that had that bacteria.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, we didn't like it.
But
your old lady loves it.
I actually had one recently, and I was like, that's actually pretty decent. So I don't know if
I'm gonna have to rebuttal and try it again.
I'll bring some over. I've got a couple cans.
I didn't like it the first time.
I think that's one of those things that maybe our tastes and trying different things has adjusted. Anyway,
but what we like to say, we try things twice.
Yeah, yep. Just to make sure we didn't screw it up the first time, we always go back for seconds. It's like my motto. Screw it up twice, that way you know.
I honestly thought you were going to say like my mom. Dude, what? Dude, how?
I don't know where that would
Explain that.
Thank God I didn't say it. I don't have to explain
I was thinking it. I don't know how. I'm like, oh, what the hell did he just say?
But as he alluded to, email. Seriously. We'll respond to anything but email. If you guys want to sponsor us, that'd be really cool. Or we've had some people that have been sending us beers. We're working on getting through it. So I understand everyone's like, I gave all these guys my beers. Where are the reviews
Just
at?
because they're not posted doesn't mean they're not reviewed, I promise.
Yeah.
We have a backlog of reviews we gotta get out.
We have been trying to push through about 100 beers. I'll just give you that number. I know it's probably give or take, and it's probably give a little more on that end.
Yeah, we have so many. I have two fridges, like a mini fridge, like this big, and then I got a fridge about this big, filled with beer.
My mini fridge is full. I've got a shelf of all sorts of beers that we've been working through. But yeah, if you guys want to send us beers, if you want to sponsor us, if you're like, hey, I noticed that you guys do some cool stuff with food, you should give this a try, or I've been thinking about doing this, but I don't want to screw it up. I will gladly screw up food with beer. So,
and I'll still eat it.
Send us your ideas. Anyway, that was long. That was quite the intro.
What a ramble. Jesus, shut up already. Let's get it going.
Jesus.
We are at Ascension Brewing out of Michigan, Grand Rapids,
42,000.
Grand Rapids Avenue.
Grand River Avenue. Yep.
That was close.
Yep, we didn't screw everything up, but most of it.
We're good.
So, this one's called Fifth Stop. Now, this is our third stop with Ascension. You see what I did there? This is our third beer that we've done with them, but this is called Fifth Stop. This is a hazy IPA. You can tell, like, when I poured this, milky.
You can get this for about $4. We've got the price tag. But anyways, this is a 6% beer. It's double dry hop with Citra. So we already know about Citra. Like, it's in most like of your juicy IPAs and the good ones.
Yeah.
Not the overbitter like crap ones that we always.
Well,
you can't drink that.
Since we're already running long with that intro, why don't you explain double dry hopping?
Double dry hopping is they do it in a period of like in the fermentation. Like normally the last stuff, I don't know how they do it because I have seen people where like breweries where they do it in the primary, but normally they let it ferment out. They transfer to a secondary or whatever. I don't think breweries really do this too much because it's too much work to produce a beer. But in the secondary, they'll dry hop it. They'll take those out, let it rest, chill, absorb all those flavors, and then they'll hop it again. So I don't know how they do it, but that's normally like the home brewing process for most people is double dry hopping that way. They put it in a bag, or normally you want to put it in some type of bag or something that's gonna catch all the hops.
Like a mesh.
Yeah, like a mesh bag. I don't know how breweries do it, but double dry hop is you're gonna get all those Citra notes on the nose, guaranteed. I haven't even smelled this thing yet.
Neither have I.
You're gonna get it right on the nose just because that's the way they hopped it. They want it that way. So
there you go.
Hazy pale ale, double dry hop with Citra. So it's nothing special. It's just a hazy. That means your grain bill is gonna have more of your. What are they called? I forget what the hell they're called. It makes it more of the hazy just because of the grain. It's like I'll post it in the description what it is, but it's the grain bill that makes it more hazy than anything. Mm-hmm. Like the hops will make it hazy, but it's not really because of that. It's because of the malt grain.
Yeah.
Or the grain bill. So let's give her the beans.
Yep.
This thing looks like OJ.
It does.
A light OJ.
A light OJ, yeah. Like the color of his Bronco.
Didn't have murder on him. Yep, this is the OJ that was still playing football.
This is good.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, because he was good when he played football. Like, that's delicious, dude.
So that's citrusy. 1,000%.
Through and through, and there's no bitter on the back. Really.
I was going to say, all the bitter is up front.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
There's a little bit on your tongue, but, like, midway, it dies out, and there's nothing, like, lingering in your throat, wanting you to puke out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's impressive, because, we've had so many IPAs lately, it's just like, man, we need to switch it up.
Yeah, for sure.
And, like, we're definitely on our sour kick and the summer beers, like, cream ales and just lighter beers, and IPAs are just one of those things. It's like, man, I'm getting burnt out on them.
I am.
There's so many of them.
I've had so many IPAs lately. I'm like, they're all just starting to mesh together. I couldn't even tell you the difference.
Yeah. And it's not like it's just a certain type of IPA. It's like all IPAs, like your New England, your West Coast, everything. Like, but this is very drinkable.
Oh, very.
I don't know about. I'd say probably more towards the intermediate side between beginner and intermediate.
Okay.
Definitely like somewhere in there.
I was gonna go slightly above intermediate.
Yeah, I mean it's somewhere in that mid range. So it's no beginner's gonna just come up with let me get this Citra IPA.
What we should do, a good judge of or a good reference would be my dad should sit in on these reviews. And whenever I say
this ain't Bud Light, Bush Light.
What do you think of this one? Tastes like piss.
What have you been eating, asparagus?
And then it's funny though because then sometimes I realize how big of an a-hole I sound when I nerd out and talk about craft beer, because then I'm like, no, you don't get the Citra, like you don't get it. And he's like, I don't care.
It ain't Bud Light.
It's interesting. Not to run super long, but it's interesting trying to like listen to myself explain how you can get a certain flavor. So I got a cotton candy beer from Big Lake Brewing in Michigan when I was out there. And seriously, it's an IPA. It's a hazy IPA. But on the back end, it's all I can taste is cotton candy. I had my mom try it, and she goes, ugh, where do you even get the cotton candy out of that? And it makes me realize that
dumpster, Mom.
These flavors are so subtle.
Yeah.
That it's like, you've really got to drink enough or try enough or really to like kind of pick it apart to get that flavor.
Dude, hand in hand, it goes with the aroma and it goes with your taste buds. Like, I don't understand how that whole biology works, but like Jesus, like you smell something, it's like, oh, it should taste like that. And then when it doesn't taste like that, it's like, what the hell? This is gross.
That hasn't happened to us in a while.
No, we've had them though.
We've had beers where we're like, oh my god,
Man, that smells great.
and then it doesn't
Tastes like
taste
crap.
anything like it smells. You'll be like, oh, that smells citrusy, juicy, and then you taste it and you're like, well, that's pinier than my ass.
Yeah. Like, this is good though. It's mellow all the way. For me, it's mellow pretty much through and through, but
I think it's mellow for us because it doesn't have that much of a bite, and there's nothing that's kicking you in the teeth on the back.
Yeah, like you can actually drink these, and the haze is there. The color is golden, but it's definitely milky, hazy.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
That's about all I have on these bad boys, and I think that's our last one from these guys, so it kind of sucks.
It is. I was trying to get to Ascension when I was out there, but with the whole COVID thing, they were closed. They weren't even doing... Actually, they were doing curbside, but all they had available, because they sold out of everything, was a lager. And I was like, I mean, it would have been cool because we haven't done a lager in a long time. I think the last lager we did was
probably Yingling.
We did Yingling. Otherwise, we did Lakefront Brewing's lager.
Yeah.
Other than
We've
that,
only done two. Most of our stuff has been IPAs or it's been porters.
Yeah.
And stouts.
you ever gonna do anything different?
Yeah, we're getting there now. We're gonna turn the page.
It would have been cool, but what their portfolio has to offer as far as styles, I was like, I'm not just going there to buy a 4-pack of lagers. So.
No.
All right.
Y'all keep her
tuned.